What the hell is up, you fucking cunts? You are now listening to episode 25 of Resident Bummer. One more and we're going to be halfway to a year. That is depressing stuff. Not good at all. Do not think that I have forgotten that this is the 26th total episode I've released. But we're not quite to episode 26, so hold off on that 6-month celebration, guys. We're almost there. Fulcrum is here and ready to host, man. Don't ask me about episode 24 because I don't really know about it. Health check is like a 9, probably. Don't really feel too off of my rocker. Does that make any sense? I don't care. Clothing check. I'm currently wearing a shirt that says leveling up to uncle, because I am an uncle to my nephew, of course. Wearing some basketball shorts, and I've got my necklace on. My St. Francis of Assisi, pray for us, is what it says on the necklace. Motivation check is, let's see, like I said, 7 or an 8, somewhere around there maybe. I think I can make it through this episode just fine though. I guess I should preface this. I'm moving into the journal content now, in case you couldn't tell, but on Friday, July 11th, our first entry is set 25, day 1 and 2. Unfortunately, I forgot to journal Friday, so I just had to recall it from memory on Saturday. But on Friday, I woke up, I shit, showered, shaved, and I watched some How I Met Your Mother until I fed the dogs and let them outside. I was still dog sitting, of course, if you remember, for my sister. After they are fed, I watch some How I Met Your Mother until I change for work. Then I drive in. Work wasn't really special, so I'm going to skip to afterwards. I drive back to my sister's place, and I try to call Jack when I get there. He does not answer, and I also do not get a notification that he missed my call. Like, he didn't say, sorry, I missed your call. I mean, he doesn't owe it to me. Okay, I'm just going to say that right now. He doesn't owe that to me. No kind of explanation, but I don't know. I thought it was a little strange. He didn't tell me that he received my call, but he was not available to answer it. I do start to wonder if, eventually I start to wonder if Jack got a new phone number. He did say that I could just give him a call when I was bored. So I figured, okay, now this feels like I'm not taking anything personally. Okay? There's no need to. Jack is an adult. He can do what he needs to with his time. I'm just observing. I don't mean to impart judgment. I don't mean to. I'm certainly not getting angry or upset. But I don't know. It is strange. I brush my teeth and shower and spray some cologne in preparation for Britta's arrival. It's weird. I do spend most of the night thinking about it. Kill me. Britta says she is not free for the night. It's okay though. I'm a little bit more distressed about my situation with Jack, I guess I could say. But Desmond and Michael asked to play some Ultimate Chicken Horse with me. And I say, yeah, that sounds like fun. And we play for at least a couple hours. The game is quite enjoyable, if I'm going to be honest with you. Always watch some gameplay of it, but I never tried playing it until, I think this was Friday night. Pretty fun. I did have to repurchase Game Pass before I started playing, though. I only bought the standard version, and I saved $5 a month. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take a sip of lemonade. I'm a little thirsty right now. Oh, yeah. I hope that showed up on the mic. I tried to get my throat pretty close. Excuse me, I burped. Yeah, I repurchased Game Pass. And then eventually we call it a night, and I watch some more How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, I think on Friday night I finished every episode of How I Met Your Mother, except for the final 2 episodes. It's a very good show. I would recommend you watch it. Saturday, I woke up. I did not work on Saturday. Great. I shit, showered, brushed. I sat down and finished How I Met Your Mother. After giving Jack a phone call, we talked, and I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I was wondering, did my phone call come through yesterday? And he was like, oh, yeah, sorry, I was a little busy. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fine. Let's see. I highly recommend you watch How I Met Your Mother and give it a chance past the pilot. I remember the pilot episode being particularly terrible. None of the jokes landed, like, at all. Next entry in my journal is the pilot fucking sucks. Eventually I decide to feed the dogs and start watering the plants. I take an hour, and Britta asks me to go swimming with her. I say that I might get chilly. It's a little windy out, and it's like, I think maybe 75 or something around there, so I worry. I'm a skinny guy, kind of, so I might get a little cold easily on a day like that, going out swimming. So I'm like, maybe not. But I do go and pick up some drinks for me and Britta to suck down once she arrives at my sister's house. Because remember, I am dog sitting. She says that it's okay and that she will meet me at my sister's place when she's done swimming. I say nice. A few hours later, I do send her a text, and I'm like, hey, do you know when you're getting out here? Just so I can prepare. And then she says she'll wake her sister up because she's going to get a ride from her sister, I believe. She does arrive around 5 or 6 p.m., I think. We greet and grab some alcohol before we head to the basement. We both sit down and we watch some Community. Oh man, I introduced Britta to some Community. Great show. Go watch Community if you have not. Oh fuck yes. It's been too long since I have rewatched Community. I was honestly loving it. I watched like the first 8 or 10 episodes, I think, maybe. I can't remember. Also, I was pretty drunk by the time she actually arrived. I think I was like 1.5 drinks down. So she started catching up. We do watch for about an hour or so until the topic of conversation ends up on the show Wednesday. I tell her that I've never seen the show, and she asks if I want to watch an episode, and I say, hey, why not? It's a pretty good episode, first episode of the show. Jenna Ortega is hot, of course. I think she's over 18, so I'm just going to say that she's hot and hope that she's over 18 years old. There's no way she's not. By this point. But shit, she might not have been in the first season. I don't know. I really hope she was. I think she was. I don't know. After this, we swap back to some more episodes of Community. Eventually, I do ask when she's thinking of heading home, and she says that we'll watch one more episode. We finished the episode, and this was, for some reason, I don't know why, I just like... She's like, okay, that was the last one. I think I'm good. And I can't remember my exact phrasing, but I turned to her. I was like, hey, I was thinking I might take like a hot shower to sober up. Did you want to join me? And she kind of like laughs it off and says no. But after that, I do grab my keys and I smoothly booze cruise my way over to her place. With her as my passenger princess. That's a term people use, right? No, I don't think I was above the legal limit when I drove us back, but even if I was, man, I'm a good drunk driver. I'm just gonna say it right now. Hey now, come and check me. I believe, yeah, next entry. Not really. I think I was fairly sober, but I'm a good drunk driver, to be honest. I drop her off. I drive back to my sister's place. I I get high, and I start watching Scrubs. It's a good show. Scrubs is a good TV show. I'm still watching it. Eventually, I pass out, and I let the new day begin. Can move on to Sunday's day of entries. This is set 25, day 3. 9 a.m. I wake up, shit, shower, brush, and shit again. Then I feed the dogs. I pack up my laptop and my microphone, and I get them ready for transport. I leave the Xbox and head to work. Clock in. Ben and Bernard say hi. I start cooking, and Benjamin doesn't get a break. Work sucked. I say hi to Hugo or Hurley and Aaron. Before I clock out, I go to my sister's place, and my parents are waiting there. They're ordering Paneras for us to eat. I get the mac and cheese, and my mom leaves to obtain it. I take a shower and wash the work off of me. The floor mat is still damp from my morning shower, however, and I don't like that. It's something about that is extremely uncomfortable to me, knowing that there's water in there from the morning. It's gross. But I also want to mention I am asking Jack some questions, and sometimes it takes him like 5 days to respond. Again, I'm not taking it personally, and he is an adult who can use his time however he sees fit. I don't even know why I brought it up, so I'm just gonna move on to the next point. I get out of the shower and I head upstairs. The family is chilling out. I wait for some mac and cheese. And I guess it's not just Jack. Charles is sometimes a little stingy with his answers. If you remember Charles. I'm trying to think who else have I named. I don't know. I'm gonna stop name dropping. Because it's not very becoming, of myself. Yeah, I get out of the shower, head upstairs, family is chilling, and I wait for some mac and cheese to arrive. My mother pulls up in the driveway, takes the food inside, and I chow down. And then I head back home after I'm done eating. A question mark for this entry. I set my Xbox back up in my room, and I invite Britta and Desmond to an Xbox party. We all three play Fall Guys for a while. Desmond eventually leaves after some matches are done. Me and Britta continue to play until she gets tired and heads to bed. I tell her goodnight, and I swap over to watching Scrubs. I'll say it, man, Scrubs is good. I can't believe I never tried it, but why would I guess? Yeah. I decide to join the Discord server voice chat to see if I can draw anyone out of the woodworks of that server I was mentioning. I've mentioned multiple times. It does work. About 20 minutes later, a person we will call Saeed joins the call. I believe he's one of Jack's Dungeons and Dragons players, buddies, pals. I don't know. We do talk about some games for a bit, and also he is curious about the questions I've been asking to everyone in the server. He says I've become, something of a figure without actually really interacting with the server itself in any way thus far. Just the individuals residing within it. I typically just send them a friend request, and then once they accept it, I'll start asking them questions. This news does not make me feel good, I'm not gonna lie. I am not good in the spotlight, and I guess even worse in the, what would you call it, the shadow light? And some kind of known entity that isn't, I don't know. I have no idea, dude. I had to get some more lemonade there, sorry. That's really tasty lemonade, man. I don't know what I was trying to say before, so I'm just going to continue on. I did put myself in this situation, though, so I'm going to have to deal with it. I'll reap what I sow. There we go. Saeed leaves the voice channel 30 minutes later, I think. and I leave shortly after he does. I decide to make some fish sticks before I go to sleep. They taste good, and then I sleep. There you go. Moving on to set 25, day 4 at 10:20 a.m. I wake up, shit, shower, forget to shave, and watch some Scrubs until I check my YouTube channel, I guess. Oh man, the person who left that comment deleted it. I think it's because I hearted it and liked it. But what the fuck, man? That sucks. Damn it. I wanted my first comment to be forever. And now I don't know if I can provide any proof of that comment existing. Sorry, this lemonade is really good. And I'm really thirsty. At 5:10 p.m., I entered this into my journal. I dress for work and drive in. Richard and Bernard greet me while I clock in. I ask Alex on Instagram. I don't know if you remember Alex, but I asked her, one of Jack's roommates, old roommates. I don't believe they are roommates anymore, but I asked her if she would be cool playing Overwatch 2 sometime. And she says, yeah, that's fine with me. And she invites me to her Discord server. And I start friending everyone like a little freak. Just like go down the list and be like, friend request to you, friend request to you, friend request to you. I do send a few hello messages to the people that add me back. One of them does block me immediately. They're like, who are you? Do I know you? And I was like, nope, I don't know you at all. I just added you as a friend. And hi, how are you? And then they blocked me. And that was cool. I do see if anyone else bites. Put Scrubs on while I sit in the voice channel of this new server, I think. Wait. I don't think I ever mentioned that I clocked off of work, but that happened, and I drove home at some point. Put Scrubs on while I sit in the voice channel. I need to do some chores, but I don't want to leave my microphone unattended. 5:35 p.m. Some guy we're going to be calling Bank showed up, and he was about to play some Phasmophobia with the person that we will be calling Kika, I guess. These are their Discord names, so feel free to try and find them. I don't know. Hands off, man. I don't feel like I have to censor someone's Discord name. Certainly their birth name is not Dank, or their birth name is not... I mean, I guess a birth name could be Kika, but I doubt it. For some reason, I doubt it. Dank says that the game plans have fallen off, and he goes to make some food, leaves the channel, and I dip out of the channel as well and join the movie server. I have a question mark for this entry. Jack asks if I want to play some Overwatch 2 at some point. This stinks, because... as soon as I read the message, I immediately start to cry. I figured that I had to calm down before I replied to the message, so I went and sat down and listened to some songs. I do tell him eventually that I would love to join the voice channel with him and his friend. We're going to be calling this friend Kelvin, and after a while Kelvin, I think he says he's going to go make food, but he stays in the call. Me and Jack play alone for, I think, 10 or 15 minutes. Eventually, Kelvin returns, and some other people start trickling into the call. Eventually, Alex ends up joining. I think this is the first time we've been in a call together, heard each other's voices. Well, I did send her a video of my voice, I think, at one point, because I'm an idiot. Eventually I play one or two more games with Jack, Alex, Kelvin, and their gang before me and Jack leave, or Jack and I leave, excuse me. Sorry. I watch some Scrubs most of the rest of the night. I try streaming Doom for Desmond again, but I think he is sleeping. I am in the movie voice channel for another hour or two near midnight. That is it for, what was that, Monday? Yeah. Moving on to set 25, day 5. This is Tuesday, July 15th. 12:15 p.m. I wake up, shit, shower, shave, shave, shower. There we go, and brush. Excuse me, and throw on some scrubs while I sit in the voice channel. I messaged a little bit with John. It's been way too long since I messaged him, but we've been messaging back and forth as well. I've been asking him some of these questions. I plan to hit the mall eventually, some point in the day, and listen to some Men at Work. If you know that musical group, Men at Work, while I'm at the mall. Maybe, just maybe ask a stranger a question. I didn't do that, so that's not going to happen. 4:30 p.m. I do leave for the mall after sitting in the voice channel for about 3 hours, I think. I do go through every Men at Work album while I'm at the mall. They did all their songs just again and again and again. Why? I get that they are good songs, but how many times can you just remake the same song and then re-release it and then another album? It's strange. Oh my god, I'm about to shit my pants. Eventually I head home, sit in a different voice channel while I watch some Scrubs. Also, Pierre invited me to a movie. Forgot to mention this, but I think maybe on Saturday or Sunday he texts me and asks if I want to go see Superman with him and other Neil and a third person that I've not concocted a name for yet, but it's a good thing he didn't arrive for the movie, so I won't have to yet. All of my coworkers have said that Superman was good. I haven't really seen much of the promotional material for it up until the viewing, so I was going in pretty blind, but at 5:40 p.m. I do swap to a new server that I joined, the Overwatch 2 server that I mentioned, that Alex invited me to. I just sit in the voice channel in that server, sit and wait and see what happens. Nothing happens, so I change for the movie and drive out to the theater when it's time. At 10:40 p.m., Superman is good. I did enjoy it. It was fun seeing Pierre and other Neil again. Hopefully for the next movie we can get the full squad out. That would be cool. But this nameless third person did not arrive, so I will not be name-dropping them yet. Question mark for this entry. I get home, watch some Scrubs while sitting in the voice channel again. Another person joins. We're going to be calling him Tom. He's one of the few who are pretty reciprocal when I ask them questions, and then we talk for a decent amount of time. Like, not really time, but the length of our messages, you can tell. It's like we're actually talking. I do talk with him until I decide to head to bed. I think I grab a bowl of Lucky Charms while I was talking with him at some point. Moving on though, set 25, day 6. This is Wednesday, July 16th. 10:10 a.m. I wake up, shit, shower, brush, and watch some Scrubs before I change for work. Also, I'm sitting in the voice channel again. Then I drive to work and clock in. Richard greets me. At 4 p.m., work has been pretty boring so far. I hope I do not forget my merchandise again. Question mark for this next entry. I remember to grab my merchandise on the way out. It's just like a big promotional sign that we had hanging up in our window. And then we got another one to replace it that's double-sided, so I just have the old one sitting in my car for no reason. I grabbed that on my way out of the door, and then I drive home and sit in the voice channel again. Wouldn't you know it? I do this until I stream Doom for Desmond. He joins about an hour later after I start the stream. He eventually tells me to look at one, single thing, and then I almost find the solution immediately. Fuck my life. I get a little further in Doom until Desmond asks if I want to play Firefighters. Fuck yeah, I want to play Firefighters. We play a few missions of that. Eventually Desmond hops off and I hop back into the voice channel again for the rest of the night and watch Scrubs while I do that. Eventually I go to bed before midnight for some reason, turn Scrubs off, and we are moving on to the final day of entries. Oh my god, I just smacked the fuck out of my desk. Set 25, day 7, 9:35 a.m. I wake up, shower, brush, shit after shower. Damn it. Lay back down in bed and watch some Scrubs while sitting in the voice channel while I wait to go to work. At 6:45 p.m., work is largely okay. It's not great, but I say goodbye to Richard when Hugo or Hurley clocks in, because Richard clocks out. 9 p.m., I clock out and head home. I'm going to get another drink of lemonade real quick. That is really good. Clock out and head home, jump in the voice channel, watch Scrubs, until eventually I swap over to Doom. I decide to stream it for some reason, for nobody. And then I get bored after a bit and realize that I need to mow the lawn. My dad asked me to, and I change my clothes as the garage door opens. Then I grab my shoes for mowing the lawn and fill up the lawnmower with gas. Start on my backyard and move to the front. Not my backyard, but you know what I mean. And then I finish and pack the lawnmower away in the shed. My dad asks if I want pizza for dinner. I say sure, and he orders it. I shower and plan to pick the pizza up. After the shower, I get in my car and drive to the pizza place that he ordered it from, but the pizza place is closed, and my dad managed to order the pizza from there somehow. Incredible. At 10:40 p.m., we decide on a different pizza place, and we take the dogs out to pick it up. I eat 4 slices of Domino's pepperoni pizza with the garlic dipping sauce, of course. I wonder how many deaths that garlic dipping sauce is, directly related to. Just for, blocked arteries and stuff. Plaqued arteries. Is it plaque that builds up? Is that what it is? I can't remember. Eventually, I watch some Scrubs while eating pizza. Jack sends me a bunch of messages that I have not opened yet, because it was 10 minutes before I started the podcast. Recording it, I should say. I didn't need to stress out about all them messages. Also, I do think that I should mention at some point that it isn't getting easier. But I don't know. I definitely can't give up. There's so many people that I still have to meet. So many things that I still have to do. Even if they aren't here yet. I'm fine waiting. I'm patient. I can, I'm still looking too, Not I'm trying at least. In certain ways. I don't know. Sometimes I guess it's difficult, but it's really weird that I don't know. I still feel guilty bringing it up here, of all places. This is supposed to be my, I don't know how to say it, my special little place. God damn it, I just fucking flicked the microphone. Incredible. I still feel guilty talking about it at all, really, just because in reality, my life is extremely awesome. I do not have really anything to complain about. So many people have it such worse off than I do. But, I don't know. It's just, sometimes it's not a great feeling, so I wish that would stop, I suppose. Anyways, that's it for my journal content. I think I'm going to stop doing the outros for now and the near future, I should say, not the recent future. That doesn't make much sense. Until I feel the need to do them, the outros are no longer excuse me, they're not really going to be a part of this program. Program? I don't know. Except for in the question that I always have to ask. So I wonder, I don't think it's ever going to be like abrupt. I'm not going to go straight from journal content into the question, but, you know, it's like, why dilly-dally? I gotta get the fuck out of here. And I hate talking about it, so. Am I really making a podcast? Or am I just jerking off?